Hey man, you already know what it is. Your boy Obasi Jackson in the building, and this is BagFuel with hot new hip hop. Much love.
Hey, hey.
Hot new hip hop, Hynaken and ESO, ESO and Hynaken. We rocking right now with Obasi. Did we say that right?
Yes, sir. You know what it is.
Obasi Jackson, man. New dude on the scene. You got a lot of ties to you, you know what I'm saying? A lot of legendary status connected with you and things of that nature. So like give people the real background of what's really going on with your movement.
Well, you know what I'm saying? People know me, starting from, a year ago to my brothers. I'm linked to my brothers passing Pop Smoke, rest in peace. But right now we on a different wave right now. We trying to show people a different, way of doing things. We're on a different vibe, on a different wavelength. So, you know what I'm saying? We keeping bro's mission intact, but we trying to show the people how freedom looks when it really means, what it really means to be yourself. Cause that's what me and bro, that's how we live. We live freely. We show people who we really are. So that's what it's hitting for.
So what's out in LA? Because I'm hearing you on the West Coast and all of that. You know what I'm saying? What your vibes better there to like a record and work or whatever?
Yeah. I feel like over here is, like I said, it's just that word free. That's my, what I'm saying? I got free mind tatted on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Free mind. But it's all about being free for me. So yeah, New York, especially with bro passing, it's been a little clouded for me. I had to get out the crib, It's not the same. I don't see him walking through the crib. I don't gotta, worry if he got his key or not, if I gotta open the door for Duke, you know what I'm saying? It's not the same for me. So I got my friends over there and I love them. But over here, you know what I'm saying? Not all my people, but some of my people that I do make music with have moved out here, and it just makes sense for me to come and show love and network out here, you know what I'm saying?
Honestly, because PTSD is a real thing, and it comes in many forms. And I would assume it would have been the other way around because, your brother is so legendary all over the world. And what happened to him happened in LA. So the fact that you're comfortable more in LA where the shit went down versus in New York where y'all from and we know what hometown looked like, that's interesting. Like, can you really, you broke down, but that's really, how were you able to separate the two?
I understand that things happen in life, you know what I'm saying? And LA didn't do that to him. You know what I'm saying? Cali didn't do that to him. They didn't say, oh, we're going to make Cali and in 2020, 2009, whatever, we going to get Pop Smoke. There's going to be this guy. We're going to get him. We're going to make him. And that's not how it worked. You know what I'm saying? So it was just wrong people around, wrong timing, just all of that, you know what I'm saying? And we just going to leave it at that. But like, if I could speak, just on the vibe that he carried, he's within me. So I just feel like, being here, this is the place he was last. I feel, you know what I'm saying? I feel the energy, it's potent here, it's not hitting at home because he wasn't there last.
That's that. I appreciate the angle now. You know what I'm saying? That makes more sense, the clarity of what you give. Because other people would have been like, I can't be here. This is where it went down. But to say that your brother's energy resonates right there, creatively and emotionally, you could only respect that.
Appreciate I think that's your mental strength. What I'm gonna salute you about is just the mental strength to still be going on your course, making your own career, setting your own standards, and doing it your own way. I fucks with that. I definitely want to salute you on that. Right? Tell me about your music. How's it different? You know what I'm saying? I've heard it, but for the people who have not heard it, like, how's it different from your brothers? And tell them about your vibe. You know what I mean?
So first off, I could do whatever I want. I'm a vibe. So it's, somebody bring the drill, whatever, I'm getting on it. But like my bop is R&B, alternative, pop, hip hop kind of feel, you know what I'm saying? But I do it all. I do the Afro, dance hall, all that kind of, I do everything. But, bro was doing his drill. Much love to him. He started something that I never thought would have happened. And he brought it to the floors. He brought it to Canarsie.
Of course, that's hometown.
You know what I'm saying? So he did something unimaginable, but like I'm trying to say, we was so different. You seen it in his last album. He was going deep. He was going to move away from the drill and start showing people what music, you know what I'm saying, what music is. Because it's all these things. Music is a universal language. So, you know what I'm saying? For me, my shit is just a vibe, man. And whether you think it's good or not, I know that when I step in a room, I perform, or if I play you a song, you're not going to be like, Oh, nah, that ain't it, bro. I know that I make music for everyone.
Okay.
And you're gonna feel it regardless. That's just how it goes.
All right.
You just, explained how y'all styles are different, right? What was it like being in the studio with your brother that you took from him that's helping you really release your music, release your vibe? Because we got to see your family be playful, from your moms too. Everybody knows your moms in the floss.
Yeah.
Your moms, your grandma, they was proud of y'all going to baby showers like, yo, this my son's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what did you take from him creatively, seeing that firsthand that nobody got to see, that's helping you create your music vibe?
I think it's just being firm, and standing firm in what you believe in. That's one. Standing, not even and believing in yourself. That confidence you got to have to go in day in and day out, just meeting different people, being in a room with with different energies. That's something that's a different story on a different on a different topic. On a different level. But what I took from him was just his stance. Just how his confidence, just his work ethic. That's why I shout out to people who like JL and all the people that was in the work video. That was a tribute to him, because I made that song thinking about the ethic that he carried. I made it thinking about the ethic that I have within myself, and how I seen this, how I seen it within us, that we had something great that we was going towards, that we was pushing towards. So,
Yo, tell me what Brooklyn means to you.
Culture. It means culture. Like, I feel like a lot of places, like, especially, I feel like, okay, there's always that debate and that battle, like, oh, which borough is better, blah, blah, blah. Queens got its thing. Everybody got their stories, but I just feel like Brooklyn got best stuff. We got the art, we got the food, we got everything. Like, I feel like we got J's. We just got everything, man. I don't know how they describe it. There's just so much culture there. We got everything, like everything. Nobody want to really go to Queens. Like,
oh, stop it. You done went too far right now. You done went too far right now, nigga. You done went way too far right now. Niggas is coming to Queens. Stop it.
All right, look. People want to go to Queens, Brooklyn, and Queens. Like, I put Brooklyn first.
But before we go any further, I'm from the floss. That's you dead ass. So you could catch me on 105th getting my honey turkey and Swiss. Boom, boom, right there on Chloe's Avenue L. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Come on. Or we hit Armando's on Avenue L to soak up the liquor. You know what I mean? Right by the L train. My fault. I said Avenue L. But so, it was cool to see the floss come up, because people be acting like it's like World War III out there. I'm like, just mind your business. Know where to go. It's cool.
We cooling out there. I feel like if you doing you, like, of course there's beef everywhere. Niggas got gangs. Excuse my language.
Yeah.
You got the gangs.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it's life. You know what I'm saying? I think this place is way worse.
Way worse. Brownsville, you can't even turn your engine off or put your car in park. You know what I'm talking about. Right by Livonia, the 3 train, Popeyes. That ain't far from us.
It used to be bad, bro. Over the little, they had an overpass.
Yeah.
Yeah. On Livonia, you go to the other side and then you get the L train.
Yeah, nigga.
That was deadly back in the day. You can't walk alone up.
Who you telling?
But we trying to be better people.
Of course.
The community is, we being better, of course, gentrification, unfortunately, but we doing the best we can as Black people. I think it's getting way better, man.
I agree. And who's some people that's reached out to you based on your affiliation that's decided to really help catapult your career because of the love they have for your family?
Like people that knew my brother?
No, just because one of the things we saw was, 50 from the public eye really try to drive to make sure that the record came out the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seemed like that.
Oh, you don't think that was the play?
Nah, I just said that's what I didn't talk to him.
Oh, okay. I mean.
No. From what I've seen, Mom was laughing. I'm like, I heard his voice on the phone. I'm like, oh shit, like it's 50 Cent really on the phone. Like, but I ain't talked to him. Nobody reached out to me for real. Like, I got some of his homies and people like Steven and Rico. I talked to Rico.
I know. I went to high school with Rico.
Oh, word? So look at
Mm-hmm.
Cool dude. We just trying to figure, I take everything with a grain of salt, man. I ain't in nobody's face. I I ain't the type to ask for handouts. I've been doing my thing. I was in school, matter of fact. So 4 years of my life, I wasn't really around, you know, at home for real. I was going back and forth. You know, I just happen to see people when I stay. I come for a weekend, come from holidays. I know people, they in the crib. So, you know, that's just how it was. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I recorded Dior once I started learning how to record, because I record myself. Then I know my boy Young Av, he was there doing Welcome to Party, everything in the basement. I was there for all of that. So, you know what I'm saying? But,
so you started go from inside the basement to a hit record to the world. What did that feel like watching that process? Not seeing him travel, not stuck on him. What did it feel like for you? You know what I'm saying? Just saying, I actually was right there when these niggas was doing this shit inside the basement, and now this shit is to the world. What did that feel like for yourself?
I just felt like anything was possible. I was like, yo, this nigga really did it, bro. Like, I mean, when I was growing up, I wanted to play football, you feel me? So I always thought Canarsie was really nothing for real. Flip De Niro came out, and then we didn't hear nothing else from anybody in Canarsie for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So like, I thought, but when I was younger, before the Flip De Niro, I thought I would be because I thought I was nice. I thought it was gonna be something, you know, coaches, whatever. But listen, I thought I was gonna be the first nigga out of Canarsie that was gonna do something, but for sports. But to see my brother do what he, you know, to see what he did, like, that was crazy. It was just nothing but inspiration.
All right, that's what I thought.
And now, what are some of the things now that you're learning about the music industry that you're like, oh, this is what my family was going through, that you didn't realize, that you're like, this is what it really takes to put out a record, a hit single, service it? What are you seeing now from so many variables or obstacles that you're like, I didn't know it was like this?
Just the business aspect. You know, I was a music kid in school. I could have took music business. I had like 1 or 2 music business classes that helped me actually to this day, like publishing and like, you know, just like the law, you know. But it wasn't nothing crazy. It's not like that was my major, but the business is something I would think, and not even think, I would tell every artist to really pay attention to. You know, I feel like it's 90% business and like 10% music, maybe that. You know?
Yes, now you got the right ratio, 90-10, bro. 1 point.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So just take care of your shit, man. You know, music is cool, find other revenues, you know what I'm saying? And really just, you know, just make sure that the people feel you, man, because they're gonna be the ones, you know, they're gonna be the ones that really help you get to the next spot. If ain't nobody fucking with you, you ain't going nowhere.
Did you sign your deal yet?
I ain't signed no deal yet, man. I'm talking to people, you know, talking to
independent.
people.
Do you got features on your record? Like, what you got going on with your record? Like, what's the plan, G's? Like, lay it all out. Tell us what's going on.
Listen, I got some. I'm so different. I'm in different markets with it, bro. If I play you some shit right now, you'd be like, "That's you."
That's what we're talking about, though.
Huh?
That's the vibe we in. Different shit, different vibes, you know, because bitches be dumb and weird. So sometimes you got to hit them with different energies every day. Yo, one day you got to be a Romeo and write your bitch a love letter. The next day you got to gun butt her and be like, yo, shut up. Am I lying, though? If you don't do this, she gonna cheat on you.
That's crazy.
She not gonna cheat on you.
Nigga, spit
yeah,
your
you gotta give
real
us
shit
some
up here.
aggression. You gotta give some of that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give some of that aggression, man.
Yo, we got a segment called the Money Commandment, right? It's a you know, ideology that we ask each person on how you keep your money, how you make money come in, something you live by because based on energy you had fucked up to keep your money going that can help people out there. So what's your money commandment?
I think it's the engineering. How I make my money?
Yeah, or what's something that you live by when it comes to getting money, maintaining money, multiplying it, you know?
I think it's being real. I think it's being authentic, being yourself, like, and being unapologetically yourself too, and giving people that raw, authentic you know what I'm saying? A lot of people mess with me right now. They fucking with me because I'm real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I get on live and I talk I talk my shit, but I'm very real about it. You know what I'm saying? Very blunt. And I don't sugarcoat shit. I'm not one of these people. I feel like people's minds be coddled. You know, egos be coddled. So you know what I do? I don't give you no beating around the bush shit. I'm gonna tell you how it is, you know, and that's why people fuck with me, you know what I'm saying? They stay with me because of that. So now they want to listen to the music because they want to know what's on my mind, you know what I'm saying? They want to come fuck with my engineering. They want to get a session with me because, you know, they understand that my insight is valuable. I'm not just a yes man, you know, I'm real, and people want that.
So you cerebral with it. So you saying that your personality is what basically keeps your money flowing back and forth.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Like, so we already know that you're gonna get a deal, or you searching for that right now. You doing the music, just trying to find the right place for yourself to go and make the right moves, right? Once you make those moves, like what's the plan for you? Do you got a lot of records recorded? Are you looking to do features with niggas? Do you got a surprise verse with your brother on it, and that's gonna be the first single? Like this is your platform to tell us all the shit that ain't nobody else gonna get to know. Tell us right now.
Yeah, man. Nah, I mean, I got a feature with my boy Danny. He also from the floors, you know what I'm saying? I do got to do with my brother. I got two things. One was I took it because he didn't want the verse on the original Dior. He had a second verse, he didn't want it, so I put it on the song. I told him I was when he was alive, and he was like, all right, whatever, like that. So that's in my bag. I ain't dropped that yet.
Oh, hold on. You got an unreleased verse from like a session from Dior that nobody's heard.
Yeah. I mean, people tell me they hear it all the time, like, you know, when they go on YouTube, because it went viral, you know, when I played it on live. But ain't nobody like they heard it on YouTube muffled and stuff. It's not no quality. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when they go back to play, they only listening to a YouTube live, like they're not listening to an actual MP3.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's that, you know. But then I do have another song where he wanted, I tell people the story. He wanted $15K for the song. It's called Need Your Love. You could go listen to that right now. It's everywhere. Actually, no, I think it's actually on SoundCloud only. Okay. Anyway, you can go find that shit. It's called Need Your Love. It's one of my Afro pop dancehall songs that I did back in like 2019. And yeah, he came in the room. He was like, yo, he was like, yo, what you doing with that? I'm like, I'm just chilling, bro. Like, I'm making this right now. You hear what I'm doing? Because sometimes he come in and fuck with me. He would come in and fuck me. I'm like, you know what I'm doing. I know you hear me singing the shit. You gonna come in here and ask me what I'm doing. So then I played it out loud again. He's like, yo, bro, I'll pay you $15K for that. I'm like, $15K? I was like, I thought about it for a couple of seconds. He was like, yo, bro, think about it. I'm telling you. I'm like,
hold on, so he wasn't gonna give you no publishing, no royalties. Just
no, we was gonna talk about that, but what happened? We didn't even get there because what happened was I was so fascinated by the fact that he asked for the money that I'm just like, wow, like he really did that. But what happened was,
I said that sounds like some 50 Cent told him that shit, nigga. Get the records up, nigga. You hear somebody with something, you go purchase that, nigga. That's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Real shit.
That's a business move, straight up.
He was
already getting the business wave up, about to put you right in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what happened was he couldn't drop that song then and there. You know what I'm saying? Because he had Meet the Woo 1, he had to do. Meet the Woo 2, he had to do. Before he could get to the Shooting for the Stars, Aim for the Moon. Before that, even, unfortunately he passed. But what I'm trying to say is that by that album, he would, you know what I'm saying? It would have been valid.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. So luckily for me, I fucked the money. I took the verse because I knew it would come back regardless. So I didn't take the money. And he gave me the verse, and ever since that day, I just put it in the vault. And I my man's with me that day. He was like, "Yo, this shit is fire." And I was like, "Yo, but he told us we can't release it or nothing like that because that's just not the timing he was on yet." So I was like, "All right, bro, I respect it." And it just sat there, and then he passed, and now here we are. So that might come out when I really, when I put my foot down and I say this is Obasi, and niggas actually stop saying Pop Smoke's brother for real. You know what I'm saying? But
Obasi, let me keep it real with you. I've been in the business for a long time. Don't even look at it like that because this shit is a popularity contest. You follow what I'm saying? And everybody's looking for a piece of the real, a piece of a legend. You have a chance to just show it ain't just about one nigga. This is music within our family. So it's still giving you a platform to get known. So no matter what, listen, if niggas was gonna put us on a fucking bigger platform because of something that came from a tragedy of mine or even something good of mine, I'm taking that shit, my nigga, and I'm running with that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it a beam with you.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, I'm just keeping it 100. You know what I'm saying?
I
That's
respect
why
it.
we here.
And respectfully, kind of am, but I gotta keep my, like I said, my authenticity. I gotta keep my transparent. I gotta be me at the same time, and it's a very fine line because niggas heard me do the voice. They want me to do the voice. They want me to do this. They want me to do that. Like, bro, I can't do. I'm me, bro, and I was doing this like on the low, and before I was good because Pop could be up here and I could be over here,
and you was good.
But now it's like, and now I'm here.
But you know what you're going through? It's kind of like what Charlie Murphy went through and Eddie Murphy, when people behind the scenes knew about Charlie. They knew.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, boom! It didn't become Eddie Murphy's brother anymore. They're like, it's the Murphy brothers.
He's Charlie Murphy.
Or just like the Isley brothers. People be fucking with Ron. You know, all the bitches wanted to fuck him last night. You know, excuse my language, but everybody know his other brother be cooking too. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
You know, you just setting up the plays. Question though.
Yo,
do you think there might be a play where they might try to have a combined record with your brother and Bobby Shmurda?
I feel like it's probably somewhere in the vote. If they did it for Rowdy when Rowdy was still in there, they got something waiting for Bob. It's probably gonna come out on the next part. I gotta talk to Steven, talk to Rico, because we was in the talks about working on this album. We got, what is it? It's March. I mean, it's April now.
Yeah, April.
We got like 2 months left to really, but it shouldn't take long. Pop he's a talented brother, so I'm pretty sure shit is there. Just gotta fine tune it, figure out what we gotta do to bring it together and move forward. But I'm pretty sure there's something there for that, man.
I got one more question, and then I'm totally done. Then we need to get a drop at his last question.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just go fucking sign with Steven Victor? That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why wouldn't you and your management just go in talks with there? Because it seems like it's a lot of symmetry there. He's making money off of Pop Smoke's record, so he'll have a budget to sign somebody else. It just seems like a good idea to me.
No, maybe I think it's I wouldn't even put my team into this. I think it's just a me thing. I ain't gonna lie. And I respect Steven. I respect the hustle, you know, but sometimes I'm a man of moral and principles, you know, and I let my ego, and I have to put the ego out of it sometimes. The ego says, yeah, do that because it seems better for you. You know what I'm saying? The ego says, yo, this seems like it might be beneficial. But what I'm trying to say is that, like, I have my own, like we were talking about earlier, I have my own PTSD. So it's nothing against Steven. It's just the way that, you know, things went down the way they did, bro. What if one day I don't get sent out with security? But that goes to any label, you know? But like, that's a little too close. I would have to work with Steven like on this album because we never worked together.
Oh, okay, got you.
We never worked.
That makes sense
to me now. I thought that y'all might have worked together, fucked around, got in the studio, something. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. I never.
That explains a lot.
Even didn't even really know. They didn't really even know. Like, they probably met my mom like once. They didn't. My mom. We didn't. My brother was very overprotective of us. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that he lived a certain life. You know
got you.
Yeah.
So certain things, we got details. Oh, Steven Victor, this is who, blah, 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 ABC. But we never, you know, let's meet people now. You know, it was never these two worlds
colliding.
Yeah, and that was kind of the problem. Because at the end, it's like, who are you? And why did you do what you were supposed to do? And that was my anger in the beginning. So I had a lot of anger. You know, so now I'm like, you know.
You feel like people let your brother down and didn't protect him the right way?
100%. Because the reason why, you know, me and my brother, we had our differences, but he knew I loved him and I knew he loved me. But the reason why we were disconnected is because I told that nigga the truth. I told that nigga the truth about the streets. Streets don't love you. I had an elder when I used to fuck around with Crip niggas back in the day when I was in high school. He said, your parents love you. You got food on the table. You got this, that, and the third. Sometimes people don't got brotherhood, so they join that shit. Okay, for them, it makes sense. Just like anything else, if it makes sense, then okay, fine, it provides for you. But you, nigga, you are fortunate. And that's not to take away from niggas who are less fortunate, but that's what they gotta do to survive. You don't gotta do that. That's what my elder taught me from church. You know, rest in peace, because he, not too long after that, he went And then the church changed up, and that's it's a whole story, bro. One day it'll come out, but like the whole culture thing, we were all friends and everything, and then we didn't have that guidance no more from the church. The church kind of, and then everybody had this, it was a long story.
It's deep.
It's deep. But yeah.
My last question, if somebody never experienced Obasi, and we got time to really go on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, and press play, what's that one song you need them to hear from you that's gonna be like, now it's time to be a fan of Obasi Jackson? If one ain't enough, just give us a collection of what people need to absorb from you to be like.
Emotion Kid. I dropped it in 2018. It was one of my conscious projects. It was one of my first streaming service projects. And that whole project is dope. But there's a song called Emotion Kid. That was the ending song. Shout out to my boy Lennox Montrose. He produced the beat. Has a Charlene sample in it. You guys will fuck with it. But listen to that shit. It just starts off talking about, I'm thinking about God, I'm thinking about women, I'm thinking about music, I'm thinking about moving, I'm thinking about life and how we abuse it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like that.
I'm talking about shit, I'm saying? And just like, I hope that I don't lose myself within all of this, you know what I'm saying? But listen to that song. Emotion Kid is definitely top 5.
Bang, thank you, man. I
appreciate you, G's.
Yo, much love, man. Hope we can do this again.
Yeah, respect.
I'm gonna follow you and just keep up with your movement, my nigga.
Yeah, DM me because I be getting DMs and shit. Like, I be getting a lot of followers and shit. So just DM me so I know.
I'll send it to you right now and shit. I'll take care of it.
But what Esso said, man, real shit, respect to your resiliency and your courage and your energy, man. That's as men to men, you can only respect that and salute that.
Thank you, man, for real. I appreciate it, bro.
No doubt, G's. Oh, tell the people how they can find you on the gram. Yeah, you ain't tell nobody that.
Oh man, listen, it's Obasi J Official everywhere. OBASI J Official at OBASI J Official. That's everywhere.
Bet. Yeah, I appreciate you, G's, and I wish you the best of luck.
Much love, man.